show, and then she goes on to a chat on Spreaker and says, how dare he say something bad about me? How dare I? The indignance in her voice, in her digital voice, in her typing was amazing. The indignance, the sheer and utter narcissism, the sheer and utter full of her selfness, for lack of a better term, was amazing. She unfriended me, took me off all platforms. Wait, what did I say to what, Darren?
That's all you said?
Well, I basically told her, I said, look, here's the deal. Your show is not entertaining for me. Your show is, it's not my thing. That's basically what I told her. And I wanted her to know that I was being honest with her, therefore not being a snake. You feel me?
I feel it.
But she couldn't take the criticism. So I had to Twitter wreck her. I mean, it was a matter of time. So I go on Twitter and I say, apparently somebody can't take rejection. By the way, she hit me with the lines, tell me when you reach 150 live listens. Oh, 150 live listens. Woo, woo, that is so many people. Look, it ain't about that for me right now. And she's also saying things like, Phil Handry once told me that anyone who doesn't talk about, or who says they don't care about listeners is a liar. And she's from Texas, so she doesn't say liar, she says liar. Anybody who doesn't care about listening is a liar. Okay, so I'm a liar. No, I'm not. I figure, am I muting you, dude? I'm trying not to mute people.
I just saw that one of them was muted. I didn't know if they wanted to be or not. I'm not muted.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was like, shit, I'm in control of this deal? Wow. I had no idea. So, okay. So basically, the bottom line is, she gets all hung up, and this happens a lot. This has been happening with this host for years on various different platforms, and one has to wonder whether it is everybody else or it is you. If you have a problem, and it's the same problem that keeps following you everywhere you go, it could very well be you. Think about that. Yet she claims innocence. So later on that evening, I'm scrolling around the Spreaker, listening to shows. Usually I don't say anything. I just listen to shows. And I come upon a classic here on Spreaker.com, and that is Pumpkin Face. Pumpkin Face is an interesting guy. He has a gimmick, he has a thing, he has a following, he has a thing called Truth Porn Militia. Yet the guy, I don't know, he hasn't been really relevant in a while. I don't think he wants relevance. I don't think he cares how many listeners he gets. He just wants to go on and blow off some steam. He was in some of these Spreaker wars prior with Rick, my former, I don't want to say employer, but the guy I formerly worked with on Music Mafia. And they did some pretty funny things. I love these wars because they just bring out the best in people. They bring out the best jokes, the best things in people. They really do. And I enjoy them. Or the worst. Yeah, exactly. Now, Darren, right? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names.
That's correct.
Tell me, you've been on Spreaker how long, sir?
Only like 5 or 6 months.
What brought you to Spreaker?
I used to be on Hoagland's show. I was like the same. I called every night to open the show, and sometimes I'd just be on the whole time.
Oh, okay. So you
And,
wanted to do
Mike
your
would
own thing.
call that. And
Okay.
then we were talking, and we just decided to start a radio show after he went off the air for a while.
Oh, cool. All right. So you've been involved with this for a little bit, and tell me, what was your first taste of the deliciousness known as Spreaker Drama?
Well, I made friends with another show, the one you're talking about, and I made friends with all the people that called and all that.
It's very easy. It's very easy to go in. She's so welcoming and southern and inviting, and dare I say it, sexy at first.
Oh yeah, and then we were friends, then we were enemies, and then we were friends, and then we were enemies, and then we were friends.
Wow. The revolving, you know what that's called? That's called the revolving door of friendship. And that has been around forever.
It's kind of fun to listen to.
Yes.
It's not me that's hammered.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And so, okay. I'm saying you're very low on I'm seeing you're very low on the Spreaker thing because I'm holding my phone up to the microphone and I'm trying, man.
Okay,
I'm trying.
I'll try to get a little closer.
All right, cool, man. So, okay, so how did this friendship and how did this back and forth go on with you?
Well, she just doesn't trust anybody that's really over friendly, she said. I was just too nice, and I was too nice to her friends, and I was just trying to trick them into thinking I was a nice person so that I could take them away from her show, I guess.
How pathetic is that, really? Let's look at it. I mean, how pathetic is that? You're nice to someone, you say, hey, how you doing? And it's like, get off my lawn. You're like, the fuck? Really? What? I'm not trying to, that's just pathetic. It's sad and pathetic.
Well, how can you convince somebody you're a nice person besides being nice to them? I mean, there's nothing else you can do.
You know what you can do? She would be really, really happy if you told all of us, a.k.a. the Snake Pit, Stabby, and Apocalypse, and everybody else to just fuck off. She would love that.
Yeah, maybe.
And that would prove your loyalty. Yeah, that would prove your loyalty. But I think, doesn't that hurt your head to think about all that and just be like, God damn, what? Why? Why are you doing this?
It did before. And then I talked to people that knew her for 6 or 7 years, like Stabby, and he explained it.
And
take it personal.
Right. And what was Stabby's?
It's so hard not to do.
Yeah, that's true. I told you, man, I got doxxed like heavy. And I've crossed the wrong people. And, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But the most freeing thing is not giving a shit. It's the most wonderful thing.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
toughens you up here. Spreaker toughens you up. It's probably good if that's what you're looking for.
Well, yeah, it toughens you up. I mean, but it's only a certain part because 99.9% of Spreaker is boring as fuck. It's just people going on like, hi, my name's Joe. Let me play some copyrighted music that really blows. That's all it is.
Yeah, I haven't listened to a whole lot of shows, really. I've just been so busy doing ours because we do it every Friday and Saturday usually.
Oh, yeah. Are you on later tonight, or did you do it earlier?
We're supposed to be on at 9, and then I think we're going to try a Discord show if you can get it hooked up at midnight. Okay,
cool. That sounds good, man. That sounds good. What part of the world you from, man?
Salem, Oregon.
Ah, okay. So you're on the Western time zone, such as myself. So, okay. So let's dig into this. Did I do anything wrong here? I don't think I did.
You were just in here talking to me about Spreaker. That's all you did. That's being in here, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, just me being
the snake bit.
Yeah. Because I don't get bit by the snakes, then I'm doing something incorrectly. I guess. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's just being in here. I guess really 95% of the time we're just talking barbecue, cars, and radio, and music, and life. But I think someone else thinks we're in here, pining against them.
Which is sad and pathetic, isn't it?
You said it. You're trying to get me in trouble.
Oh my God! Don't be frightened, man. What is this lady gonna do? This lady ain't gonna do shit. She ain't gonna do shit. Worse, she's gonna complain to the folks at Spreaker, and they're gonna send you a reprimand. What is she gonna do? If she decides
I
to
like listening to your show, though. I had to listen to like 8 straight hours of her calling me a faggot and stuff last week, so I didn't appreciate it.
Wait. Who called you a faggot?
You know who. She called all of us gay in here, so we changed all our names. We went very, very gay in here. It was pretty fun, actually.
You know what? Let me tell you about this lady, okay? You wanna hear the real shit about this lady and why she's so fucked up?
I don't know.
Okay. She's basically in a bad... She has a terrible life outside of Spreaker. She's in some really deep shit right now.
Hey, is that Adam? This is our other co-host. Alan, this is Adam.
Hey, Adam, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, yeah.
Good deal. Just talking about how silly Spreaker Drama is. What are your thoughts on it, man?
As far as Debbie's concerned, I really don't give a shit about her.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And,
So, is it just basically ignore it and it'll go away and just do your own thing?
kinda, yeah.
I'm kind of fascinated by the whole thing. Just how her mind works.
See, that's the problem, Darren. That's the problem. You get deep into this shit, and you're gonna end up thinking about it in your off time, and it's really not worth the I have an entire segment here on a podcast because I want to just basically clue in folks to how crazy it can be up in the Spreaks, you know?
Well, it is my own fault. I was warned by everybody that had listened to her for years. But of course I thought it would be different.
Admit it, Darren. You were seduced. You were seduced by the soft southern drawl and the blonde hair. Admit it.
I admit that. She's really sweet when she can be. She's great 95% of the time, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't bother to listen to her because I thought she was so damn annoying.
Yeah, she's boring. She's really boring.
Very,
But and the thing of it is she has a cult of personality following her around. That's one thing she's right about, is that somehow she draws people in and gets people to listen to her, and that makes her think she's a celebrity. It's kind of sad. It's like the freak show at the circus.
pretty much.
So, I mean, if you're happy being a freak, then admit you're a freak. But, if you think you're actually, like, changing the world being a freak, then fuck it.
We actually did two Discord shows with her, and I thought they were great. That was right before she decided to just, throw us out. Say that we banned her when we banned her for 5 minutes. She just didn't want anything to do with this anymore.
I can assure you she's listening right now because I tweeted the show to her and said it's all about you.
Oh, great.
But you gotta, dude, lose your give a fuck bone, dude. If I can lose my give a fuck bone, you can do it too.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
just, I know you don't want to hurt people's feelings.